So we are making a haunted house, and I want to show you some of the steps and details of how we make this happen. The way we create the walls on the inside of the garage haunted house is by buying this black plastic sheeting from Home Depot. We bought 3 bags of this, and we're going to roll it out on our driveway and cut it to the size and length we need so that we can staple it to the ceilings of our garage. We're using staples, a staple gun, and we have our handy assistants with us, and we are going to staple this up into our garage to block out all the walls so that you can't see any of the walls. And we're going to staple them up. And then when we need to get stuff behind these walls, it's really easy just to lift it up, the plastic, and pull things out.
Tell them they want to try and fold this to have a few layers when they staple it.
It's easy if you fold up the top when you staple it onto things.
Have it be a few layers thick.
Okay, headed to the other side, and we are stapling up this other side. Once we pulled both sides, we're now just securing it in more spots in the middle. Now we have the back wall going up, and one thing we are making sure is that we pull this away from the wall so we can still access our fridge and all of our tools that we use a lot right here. So we have a walkway and it's not an inconvenience to us. We have the last wall going up for the surrounding, and now we're going to head on to making the center walkway so that there is a path to follow when you enter and exit the Halloween garage. Okay, you can see how the garage is now blacked out. We are trying to make a pathway that we can walk through with lots of turns to get in and out of the garage. And this just depends on like where we have posts. But an important thing is we want to be able to shut and open our garage when we're opening the haunted house. And so we use our ladder as the middle beam post for the alleyway or walkway. That way we can shut our garage when we're not home or at night, and then open it up when we're ready to do haunted house things. We're duct taping this wall up right here so that no one can enter this way and so that the wind doesn't blow this back and forth. Making like an alleyway right here in the middle. Putting up the walls right here, we're using stones to keep the weight, so we'll put it in there. As the wind blows and everything, it will keep these walls in place. Now we have all the walls up that we want to put in for the haunted house. You can see how it kind of creates tunnels and pathways with little nooks to scare.
So right now I'm making notches in the wood that this piece will slide onto this piece and it will act as the stand. So it doesn't make a lot of sense until we have it up, and then it will make sense. Pencil wears out too fast and you have to sharpen it every 5 seconds.
What do you use?
A crayon.
Coming along nicely. And the way that these are attached, we wanted to create some type of house system that would be able to stand up and be sturdy, but also we would be able to take it down easily and store it for the rest of the year. And so we have these boards with notches halfway down the board on both sides, and then on the inside of this is a notch coming halfway up. And when you put those two pieces together, they stay together and they stay standing up.
I notch out this wood the thickness of the base, and then I notch out this wood with the thickness of this. This is just a scrap piece that I have. and then I measure, that one goes, this is a 2-foot piece, so I measure up a foot here and then up a foot on this one. Oh wow, that one was like exact. And then when you notch them, be able to stand them all up. The other thing that I do is I cut the bottom on an angle. So I'm gonna end up cutting off that section so that when these lean, they tilt a little, you can see. And it will help them so that they don't tip forward. Once they have all the structures on there, it's heavy enough that it won't tip forward, but this is just kind of an insurance to make sure that it won't. Showing you before, this board is cut at an angle. Part of it is to help with our driveway slopes a little, but even on flat ground, it makes everything lean a little so that it's not so easy to tip forward. You like my very technical stand? My foot? Pretty nice, huh?
Pretty dangerous.
What?
Pretty dangerous.
No, I put it way over there.
Do you need help?
No. Oh,
You sure?
I haven't put the second one on like this yet.
I think you need me to lift it.
Might need you to help me.
Sorry, camera. Gotta put you down. Just slid that one in. You need me to move that other one over?
No. Yeah, babe, you ready to come lift this one?
Yeah. This one's going on.
She's on.
And just like that.
Woo!
The stage is ready. So here's what it looks like from the side. I'm painting the house now. We just painted a gray wall paint, and then I'm now using black acrylic paint to paint out the rest of the design. I'm just using black paint to sketch out how I want the house to be. And then I'm gonna come back in with gray tones to make it have a lot more character. Right now it's kind of just the sketching. I'm coming back over here and I have the rough sketch done for 2 of them, and I have 2 more to do a rough sketch on. We have the black details in, and now I'm starting to add a gray detail. And one of my tricks is I try and hit each one with the same exact color. So we have black along each one, and now I'm starting with this gray that I'm hitting each color, and then I'll make another darker gray that I will hit each board with so that there's a cohesive feeling between each one of these. Okay, these are the stones on the front, and I just did a black outline and then a darker gray, and then I'm lightening the gray just a tiny, and I'm making big brush strokes on each one, and there's no rhyme or reason, I'm just painting big marks, and it kind of turns out looking like stone. I'm taking an even lighter color of gray and just touching some spots just so that this has a lot of depth in the rocks. Make this look a little more worn on this building. So I'm just making a mark and then taking a paper towel, which have black paint, and I'm rubbing it out. I got some help painting the door. I'm close to being done, but I'm really unsure if I like this little ghost general that I put in. I don't know if I might paint over him and redo that section. I ended up changing this ghost, and before I did, I wanted to get people's opinions from my Instagram, and so I did a story. I asked my audience if they thought I should keep or change this ghost, and whether they liked this ghost that I had done from last year, and most people said that they didn't like the ghost from last year, so I took my paint can and I painted over him with the background paint. And then I changed him to look
Okay,
like
I'm all done
this.
with the haunted house.
Okay, I'm all done painting the haunted house. I used only black and white except for a tiny yellow that I mixed into the gray for the grass and for those eyes. Okay, we're now decorating our haunted house, and we are kind of minimalist with decorating. We just got some skeletons from the dollar store and dollar spots at Target and little things like that to decorate our haunted house. So I just use a string and a staple gun and I staple it up. I hooked this black light in to help make this man glow, and then I'm stuffing pillows into these pants and just getting some of my husband's shoes, pillows and towels, so that it bulks this man out. And then I painted this face just from the dollar store. This light is only like $2 from Walmart, and it helps create an eerie look in here when all the lights are turned off. I'm just using tape and some of this spider webbing to tape this up and kind of create a mood, and also to block off where the view of the ladder and this wall. We attach this strobe light up high, and it helps create a very spooky effect when people walk through the haunted house, especially when the fog machine's going. Okay, this one's pretty spooky. I took that face, painted its nose and eyes black before, and then I used white glue and glued the sheet to it. I think this is the spookiest one in our haunted house. Skeleton head from the dollar store, and I just painted it with some blood and black for the eyes so it really stood out, and then cut an extra sheet and glued it over and stapled it to the ceiling so that when they come around this corner it looks kind of spooky. Okay, we're all done with our haunted house, and we're ready for tonight to turn on the fog machine and let our family and friends enjoy it.